Based in the magnificent Ardennes countryside, Spa hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925. This historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. So it's welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of pure speed. The average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. I'm your host, Simi Skate, and well, my trusty steed isn't here just yet. Hello there, Housey is doing the kiddie run, so just give me a second there, folks. I've just got to make sure. Oh, he's just entered now in the nick of time, and I speak of none other than Black Moon. I'll just get these boys to ready up. Just bear with us for a sec, please, folks. Okay, the boys have got the message, and just waiting for them to ready up, of course. Yes, we are at Spa-Francorchamps, and I'll tell you what, this one here is an absolute staple on the calendar. Looking forward to seeing who's got the speed, as I did say in the server a little bit earlier on in the day, of course. And well, I'll just turn down my mic. The audios are a little bit all over the joint at the moment. There we go, just fix that up a little bit for you guys and girls at home. Yes, the boys are starting to ready up, and we do welcome a debutant. And I'll tell you what, this guy here, VX Griddo, there he is in reserve capacity, and he's looking forward to this one. And well, hope he does well, of course. And Dino, yes, we do welcome back Dino as a reserve as well. He was there last week, and well, he's put his hand up again as young fella Dino. So looking forward to seeing how these boys fare. And we'll just get these telemetry. Absolutely everybody when they're available. So I hope everybody's well. Yes, it is round 8 of season 3, believe it or not. Wow, 24 rounds in this one to go. And, well, I mean, round 8, I mean, if it's starting to shapen up, I reckon this is about the time here, folks. Of course, we've got our championship leader. I speak of none other than Rip the Beans. Absolutely stellar start to the season. To his own admission and to everyone's admission. Surprised everybody, and good on that fella too, of course. Yes, leading this one by the top of my head. I'd usually have Housey here for that stuff, but 17 points, I think it is. I just have to double check that one a little bit later on. And then, of course, we've got the chasing pack, and 2-5, I believe, is in P2. And let me just flick this up because I don't like guessing, folks. Just let me get this all up. I should have been organised. I should have been ready. But just give me one second there, folks. Okay, so yes, we've got Rip the Beans on 120 points, 2-5 on 104, TRL Bozza on 96, and then we've got the chasing pack of Volts in, well, P4 on 83 points, and Chasey Dane up there in P5, the Pot 4 driver, and I tell you what, that is a showing and a half. And we welcome Pillars. Hey, good morning to you there, my friend. I hope you're well there, Pills. And, well, we are at one of your homes there, mate. And, of course, we're looking forward to seeing you tackle this very track a little bit later on there, Pills. Yes, you can catch these UK lads a little bit later there, folks. They will be at 8 p.m. GMT. Let me just turn down my mic. It's still bouncing. I don't know what's going on here. There you go. That should be a little bit better. I just don't want to deafen you folks all at home. I do get a bit excited. I tend to yell a little bit, but that's who I am. That's what I do. But yes, we'll just flick down to who's the first one out on track. And that is a Texaco Racer. Ooh, who might it be? And I saw it's tabbed, and it's the young fella. And there he is there. And, well, if you're new to the stream here, folks, give you a bit of a rundown, of course. We do this every stream, just in case we've got some new viewers. And, well, yes, this is Texaco Racing. We do it a bit different here. Well, Pills is saying he's going to tackle the barriers. I don't believe that for 1 minute there, Pills. But, yes. Let's just get back into this. Of course, we have got, well, very unique here at Formula 4, of course. As you're very much well aware, we run the multiplayer livery, of course. The boys designed these cars, but before I get into that, it's all a pot-based system. And we welcome the graphics god himself. Well, let's just pay homage to this man. I mean, he's the provider of those beautiful artwork. Well, we'll call it artwork, sir. What do you reckon? We'll call it artwork. The beautiful stuff that you guys and girls see at home on the intros, and even after the stream and when we do the rolling graphics, that's all Xerxes. And well, there you go. A bit of banter happening in the chat. But yes, we are very different. It is a pot-based system. 5 drivers in each pot, 4 pots. And, well, there you go. So there's 5 teams, of course, and all based on speed. Pot 1 obviously being the quickest. 2, 3, 4 follow suit, and well, they all go into a draw, random draw, of course. Every team gets 1 from each pot to make it fair, and they go into the server with their UK counterparts or European counterparts, and tell you what, they create the team, they create the name, they create the colours, and that's how we roll here at Formula 4, and we are watching. Well, who are we watching? Watching a young fella tabbed, and well, that is Texaco Racing there, and well, Housey is en route. Housey's en route. So good to see him. I mean, if he's driving and viewing, I mean, he's multi-talented, is that man. But yes, currently watching the young fella tabbed, and well, he wants to do a bit better than what he did last week. He was in for a good shout, but well, unfortunately found the barrier and did not take any further part. He's a little bit under the weather, is the young fella. He's well, he messaged me earlier today, of course, and well, he's sick. He's not well. He's been sleeping. He's on the meds. And if he does get on the podium, he will not be doing a driver interview. He gave me the heads up a little bit earlier on. I hope you're well, young fella. I hope you're feeling a little bit better than what you were this morning. And well, he's in Sector 2, of course, there, folks. And this is a magnificent circuit. We're going to get all into it a little bit as we roll on, of course. It's only Q1 here, folks. And well... Phil is just reminding everybody who he actually is. The Season 1 champ. And Xerxes the forgettable champ. Well, I mean, there you go. So the banter is alive and well, of course, between those two anyway. I mean, that's always alive and well between those two. A bit of a, well, it could be subliminal messages. I still apologize, Xerxes and Pills. But they tend to go at each other a fair bit. And, well, it's more of a man love, I think. But we'll push on. We won't get too much involved in that. But yes, here comes the young fella himself. Crosses the line with a 1 minute 42.4. Not too shabby at all there, young fella. Just trying to pick up who is next. Brad Tay is invalidated. Rip the beans with a 1:44.4. He must have invalidated, so we have to go again. Bozza sets a time with a 43.2. Voltsy Boy has purpled that first sector, of course. Just trying to pick up the rest of the lads, of course. Bofton is invalidated. He'll have to go again. Will that lad, and Ty-Star has done the exact same thing. Flick down to Blue Dog. Where is Blue Dog? There he is there in the second sector. The corner with no name is where he's just gone through. And, well, I mean, they've all got names, these corners, and there's one that doesn't. And it does have a name, of course. Yes, the corner with no name. Now, while we've got you guys here, and it's all early doors here in a Q1, it's all about survival, folks. Now, let me just see if I've got this graphic. Yes. Of course, the world's a bit crazy at the moment. But here in the good old Down Under, we have got some floods happening for the great Queensland people and for the people of New South Wales. And a bit of respects to go out to those lads. Now, you might see some helmet changes if you're that observant. And, well, I mean, the colours of the Queenslander is... the colour of the Queenslander is the maroon. And, of course, the colour of the New South Welshman is the light blue, and of course there is Blue Dog donning the, well, that looks a bit of a light bluish colour helmet. Let's just get a bit closer. Yeah, it's a little bit of both there from the Blue Dog. But Fury was well, as he always is, a main instigator of all this. And this is what Fury's going to run with, being a Queenslander. It's up in the top right-hand corner there, folks. And that is what Fury will be running with, of course. He's a Queenslander. And while donning the maroon helmet, of course, Rip the Beans coming around the chicane now. His fuel light screaming. What's he going to set? A 1:43.1 P3 now. Flick to Darkness. How's he travelling? He's in the third sector, about to complete his lap. Chasey Dane in the second sector. So Brad Tay, the same suit. So we might flick just down to Darkness Abyss, who's had a phenomenal start to the season. Has Darkness, and well, a lot better from last season. And we'll pump him up. Credit. Oh, Darkness. Very, very careful. And that was, who is that getting out of the way? Just the reserve there must be Dino, I do believe, but Darkness sets a 144.5 and TieStar follows suit with a 144.1. Not too shabby at all there, young fella. He's going to get his eye in as the season rolls on, does TieStar, of course, and looking forward to seeing how he fares a little bit later on, of course. Dino's getting himself all nice and prepped, but we are currently watching Chasey Dane, and well, Chasey Dane, the Aussie admin, is this lad. A bit of, well, he's in there on P5. Can't believe it. I don't think he can believe it. P5 in the championship. Great to see this guy up there. The cracking lad. Very, very consistent is good old Chasey. He crosses the line now. He sets a 144.1. P7 at the moment. Dino getting himself underway, of course. There is Smakinda, the Old Spice guy. And we're going to go through these liveries. That just reminds me, of course, yes, that is Old Spice Racing. That is the car that Pillars drives for. And you can catch that lad a little bit later on there, folks. But yes, currently watching Smakinda. And, well, let's just see how he fares at the end of the second sector. This guy's got some speed. Oh, wowee. Tank slapper and a half. And, well, he still ended up purpling that. He must have lost tenths there, folks. And let's just see how this guy fares, of course. And as I did say, he's got some pace. And, well, let's just see how he sets. Of course, it's all about survival here in Q1, of course, as, well, that was a cat driver getting out of the way. I'm not going to have a guess at who that was. I'm not too sure who that was. But, yes, let's just see how Smakinda sets. And he crosses the line now. He sets a 144.1. P10 at the moment. Dino, where is Dino? There he is there, folks. We've got a couple of guys ahead of him, I do believe. Yes. This used to be TCF Old Boy, a.k.a. Mr. Banana Bender. We decided to go with, well, if you caught last week's stream, it's old Footy Bender these days. A bit of mixture of all the names he's ever had. And there he is there. Old Footy Bender with a 143.8 P7 from that guy. And fantastic to see him up there. Of course, only Q1. But Dino, here he comes with a screaming fuel light. So he's got to make this one stick, and then he'll be boxing, I guess, to, well, a bit of a splash and dash if he needs to go again. But I dare say he may be safe with a 43.4 P5 as we welcome 2-5 to the track. As Bopton has just subscribed. Well, thank you very, very much, Bopton. Well, wowee, 7 months in a bloody row. Fantastic, mate. Absolutely stunning from you there, my friend. And, well, great to see Bopton. And, yeah, there you go, folks. I don't know why mine hasn't come up, but there you go. It should have, but it hasn't. But anyway, we'll worry about that one a little bit later on there, folks. But, yeah, thank you, Bopton. Much appreciated. 7 months in a row. Stellar from you there, mate. Of course, one of the resident Kiwis. And, well, there's a few of them these days. Absolutely. There is a few of them. We've got Crazy Kiwi. We've got Volts. And we've got Bopton, and I think that's it at the moment. I think. Off the top of my head, I mean, there you go. On the grid, what I can see, yes, of course, Crazy Kiwi, Bopton, and Voltsy Boy. So, yeah, they're the ones that are they're full-timers on the grid. The Kiwis, there are a few reserves, of course, and, well, our friends from across the ditch put their hands up. Absolutely stunning. And, well, Bopton, he's not happy. He loves this track and loves Eau Rouge, apparently. But here comes 2-5. Prepping his car quite nicely, has this lad. And away he goes. So we'll stay on board with 2-5. I'm going to shut up for a little bit. And, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this. Okay, well, there you go. That was a lap from 2.5, so it's a 1 minute 43.8. And, well, I hope that came through okay. I was having a bit of a play in the background there, folks. I do apologise. And Xerxes, the sound is so realistic. Well, a little bit of fun and games there, mate. A little bit of fun and games. Something different. Why not? And, well, it was all Housy's idea. I thought it was a great idea myself. But, well, there you go. So McKinder's out there on an outlap again. What's happened to Milligaines? What has happened to Milligaines? I've missed that on track while we were watching a 2.5's lap. But I'm not too sure. Not too sure what's happened to him. But there you go.
Damage.
Way, Jesus. That's Housey, folks. Housey, welcome, mate. Welcome.
Yo. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. Sorry for the late appearance.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. Let me just fix your audio. Keep talking, Housey. Keep talking, mate, because I've got to pair us up.
I will keep talking. Okay. Well, Skate does that in the background. Again, yeah, I just apologise for my late arrival. School run, school duties, unfortunately for me this morning. So, yes, in answer to Skate's question there, Milligaines has crashed. Terminal damage on his second lap. So we have lost Milligaines, unfortunately, from this session, as I pick up what is going on in the session. So, Rip the Beans is out there. He's invalidated. A lap. Bopton was going to go out on a lap, but he came back straight in the pits. So, but he's back out there now, Bopton. Bopton and Black Moon are last two drivers yet to set a lap time with, I'm not quite sure how long. It's just over 3 minutes to go. That is Bopton. I think that we are riding on board with. We are on his out lap. Black Moon's still in the pits with 3 minutes to go, so Black Moon's going to need to get a move on with this one fairly quickly. Obviously, a 140-ish, mid 140 out lap, maybe a 150. So, was that him just leaving the box?
Yes, it was there, Housey, and welcome back to the commentary box. I tell you what, when you jumped in there, oh, lucky I was sitting down there, mate, because I got the fright of my life. You were turned up really loud in my ear. And Shazy Dane has just subscribed. Well, there you go. What's he done? 7 months in a row. Interesting to note that Xerxes 6 months in a row. So where were you the first month there, Xerx? No, I'm joking. But, well, there you go, of course. Yes, what is Bopton doing? He's out there on an outlap, of course, there, Housey. Smakinder has invalidated, unfortunately, mate. And he's right in the drop zone, is good old Smakinder. So he wants to set a better run than what he's done, of course. Ty-Star's out there. And I do believe Ty-Star will be next across the line here, Housey.
Yep, I believe it will be.
Hey, Ty-Star's around. Ty-Star is around, and well, there you go. What is Bopton about to do? Oh, he's about to start his lap, of course.
And starts his lap, yeah. So he's the only one on one in the bottom at the moment. Obviously, Smakinder, if he's got the fuel, will go again. He has turned off all his ERS, so I'm sure he will be going again. Obviously, Milligaines sat on that bubble at the moment with a 143.545. So he'll be praying nobody below can go any faster. But Smakinder, Crazy Kiwi, both definitely possible. No disrespect to Bopton or Black Moon or the reserve tonight of VX Greedo. Never seen VX Greedo, so I'm not quite sure what his pace is like.
He's on debut tonight, of course, Housey, and looking forward to seeing how he fares, of course. He was, well, he's pumped up. We're all pumped up. At the moment, he's currently sitting there in P18 with a 44.8. And, well, let's just see how he goes, of course. Where is he? He's starting a lap now. So, well, good luck to you there, Grido. But we'll ride on, stay with Bopton, of course, because Bopton is right in the danger zone. He did go out there for a bit of a run first up, Housey, but I think he made a massive error through Eau Rouge. Lucky to keep the car, and, well, there you go. That is the story of the Bopton man. The sleeping assassin, as he's well known around the traps these days. But, well, he's starting the third sector now here, Housey, and we do not have a reference point for this lad. Black Moon. What is Black Moon doing? Do you know how many? Well, 1 minute.
He's not coming out.
1 minute and 15 seconds remaining, and no, he's staying in the box. So he's thinking to start off from the back. Not too sure what the lad's thinking there, Housey.
No, me neither. Maybe he's just got a few things in the background. Can't quite make the quali. Not been having a bad season as Black Moon, so there's no reason why he shouldn't go out there. He's perfectly capable of getting out of this session.
Well, here comes Crazy Kiwi here, mate. And, well, he's sitting in P17 at the moment. Not too sure what the reference point is for this lad. He is a Rothmans driver, of course, there, folks. He crosses the line any second now, and he sets a, 1 minute 43.7, and well and truly pulls himself out of that drop zone. Macedonian, there he is there, the Cadbury driver, and he's around! Macedonian is around! And well, lucky there's a big runoff there because he's got all 4 wheels and no damage to that car. We'll flick down to Chasey Dane. Chasey Dane is starting a lap, of course. This is the drop zone. This is where we're concentrating on here, Housey. Griddo goes quicker, but can't get out. Well, he must have invalidated there, Housey. Must have invalidated. So Ty-Star is in the garage.
And again, yeah, Ty-Star's done. Chasey obviously on the lap, as you said. Bopton's going again. Greedo going again. Obviously, we're going to lose Black Moon 100%. So, is it Chasey or Bopton that's furthest around? It is Bopton.
It is Bopton, yeah.
Yeah, then Chasey, then Greedo. Can Millie Gaines survive? He's still there on that 43.5.
Oh, well,
to be fair.
Well, I tell you what, Mad G, welcome to the fold. And you spelt it wrong. It's G apostrophe day, mate. Come on, Mad G. You're better than that. Oh, Housey, you sound a bit crook there, Housey. I hope you're well, mate. Oh, geez, he's doing the hard. Oh, whoa, Bopton, a bit eager on that loud pedal, and he's not going to improve. He will start P18. Griddo is there in P19.
Chasey's up. He's further along. Yep. Chasey is up, but Miller Gaines just on that timing tree. His 15th place is probably not representative because you look at his time, he's got 43.5.
Yeah.
Whereas the guys in front of him, that's probably what 43.5. I mean, that's good enough for like 8 points.
Chasey gets himself out of the drop zone with a 1 minute 43.7. Puts himself P9.
Greedo, then.
It certainly is Griddo. Has he left it to the last moment? Let's just see what he can do. It's a 44.1. Oh, P18. P18, Housey. I tell you what, there ain't much separating these lads in the bottom half, of course. Look from Brad Tay in P13, of course, all the way down to the bottom. And yes, Mad G, that's a lot better. Thank you, mate. But yeah, very, very close there, Housey, all within a 10th and a half. Let's just have a bit of a squiz to see how it is. Of course, look at that. Brad Tay with a 144.030. Macedonia, not too far off. And, there, of course, you've got Miller Gaines. But, yeah, the rest of them very, very close indeed there, Housey. And, if that's anything to go by, the top end's very close too. I tell you what, the young fella just stretching his legs up the front, enjoying a good run in Q1. And he set a 1 minute 42.2. Not too shabby at all there, mate.
Good start. Obviously, Q2, Q3 to come. There'll be more pace to come, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mad G's just pointed out they've got a driver in there that's been in a few YouTube videos. Well, I mean, yes, mate, they all do the content creators. They all do the Discord thing, and they all put their hands up for that. And it is all it's all planned, mate. It's nothing like that is yeah. It's all content creators. Yes. He knows it too. Yes, of course. Yes, yeah. Well, of course, yes. That's where I've seen him too. And noticed that quite some time ago there, Mad G. Yeah, there you go. Speaking of none other than Dino, of course. And Dino currently, he's in a Q2 session here, Housey. Only going to lose 4 drivers in this session, of course. Yes, there'll be a top 10 shootout in Q3, but yes, we will lose 4, P11 through to 14. But let's just see who is the first one to blink here, mate.
Yeah, they're taking their little time about it, this one. So making sure they've got the right thing. I think it's tabbed. Is anyone going to beat him out? I think it's going to be tabbed. As long as nobody further down the line gets in front of him. No, it was Dino.
It was Dino.
Dino just about getting in front of him. So Dino tabbed, and then one of the cats is out there too. Is it Fury? It is Fury. Darkness also out. And Bozza. Bozza, the 1v1 champion. Had a bit of success in the week. He did. Through another league. they were doing a 1v1 competition between some of their drivers. This man, Bozza, ended up on top of that one, so congratulations to him. A small victory over some of his competitors, some of who do race in this one as well, so... Obviously the session here, which is tyre session, mediums versus soft, depending on what you fancy starting on, because the fastest lap time you set in this session, that set of tyres that you did that lap on, will be the tyres that you start the race on, should the race be 100% dry. I'm not sure if we've had any weather, have we, Skate?
No, we have not, mate. We have not. And, well, Mad G just cheered 500 bits. A big thank you to you, Mad G. Much appreciated. And Fury's just joined. What the hell? And, well, Fury, if you ever need an invite or anyone needs an invite, just message us through the Twitch and we'll fix that one up for you. And I wasn't too sure. I didn't even see you leave. There you go. So currently watching Dino, of course. First one to blink. That is the reserve livery, folks. They've got the run-of-the-mill when it comes to the sponsors, of course. And he has gone with what he has gone with. We do welcome a new follower too, Housey. Well, how do you say that? Conrad's office. Conrad's office. And... What a name. What a name. And there you go. Welcome to the stream. You're currently watching the Aussie division in Formula 4 Racing. We are at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, of course. And, well, round 8, season 3. And, well, this is how we do it. Yes, yes, yes. The multiplayer livery, of course. And, well, we did explain that briefly through the Q1 session. I'm not going to go into it too much detail. But, yes, it is a pot-based system, all based on pace. And the drivers go into the server. Everyone gets one from each pot, creates 5 teams. And, well, they create their... well, the design of the car, the name of the car, the colours of the car, and the team, of course. We're currently watching Dino. That is the reserve livery, folks. And that is it. That is the standard reserve livery for all of the reserves. And the only thing they can do to add their own flavour to it is the sponsors, of course. And, well, Dino is, well, he was there with us last week, Housey. Had a great race, did the lad. He showed us briefly what he's got. And looking forward to seeing how he fares through this one, of course. And, well, let's just see. You're going to see this all light up purple, purple, purple. It's the first one up, out on track, of course. And Dino's car looks absolutely bolted here, Housey.
Yep, it's doing a good job so far. I was just checking back. Yeah, it was 9th place for him last week. Qualified 5th, did Dino. So, good start with us last week, if he can continue that. He's not going to go too far wrong with us.
No, definitely not. Definitely not there, mate. So, well, he's about to set his time now. His fuel light is absolutely screaming, so he won't get another opportunity to set... well, he slowed right up. Here, well, strategic session here, Housey. We should have known better. Well, Tab's on the medium. Let's just see what he's going to set. Yeah. Let's just see what he's going to set. He crosses the line with a 43.2. And not too bad at all. We've got Crazy Kiwi, I do believe, is out. Oh, he's invalidated, has the lad. So we'll flick back up to Brad Tay. I do believe Brad Tay... well, is he furthest along?
Bolts next. Bolts is on one on the medium. Bozza was on one, but unfortunately had a bit of a slight mishap, spun the car. So Bozza's going to need to go again. It is Bolts. And then I believe it's Brad Tay.
Fantastic. Oh, of course. Yeah, well, there you go. Conrad's office said, it's so boring in quarantine. And your stream makes me feel... oh, you're very welcome there, mate. Just kick back and enjoy. And, well, I hope you enjoy this one as we enjoy bringing it to you, of course. And Volty Boy sets a 1 minute 44.2 there, house high. About a second off the pace, but we do expect these times to tumble very, very quickly, of course. Tab, I'm not too sure if he's going to go again or is
Kiwi
he... is he
no,
cooling
he's down.
down?
He's well down. Yeah, he's well down. So it's Kiwi, I believe, unless Dino's going again. But as soon as he pulled the pin going over the line, I can't see that he's going to set a time on those softs, to be honest. So I think it is Kiwi. Kiwi does have the softs on, though.
He certainly does here, Housing, of course. Oh, he's around. He touched that. Oh, no, keep it out of the wall. He's got wing damage. Oh, wowee. There's a lot of dust.
Fury.
Who's that coming behind him?
Fury.
Well,
Fury.
Might have hampered him a little bit. Fury on the medium. He's going to keep pushing his Fury. And, well, of course. Let's just touch on it again, Housey. That is the Cat F1 team. Now, they usually run with the black sponsors. But, of course, what's happening over in the Ukraine at the moment, that is a bit of respect to that part of the world, of course, and they have donned the light blue sponsorship, of course, in correspondent with that nation's flag. But we're not getting we don't get too political here. But of course, that is the drivers paying their respects. And well, Mad G, yes, you still miss racing with these boys. Yes, of course, mate. Of course, a great bunch of guys. And very, very competitive these days, to be honest with you, mate. But there you go. Fury sets a 44-7. I reckon he's going to have another stab at this one here, Housey, because I think he might have just been hampered a little bit with Kiwi's bit of a mishap. 2-5 has invalidated, unfortunately. So, well, there you go. Let's flick to Boz.
Yeah, he obviously had an issue on the first lap, so this is the second go for Bozza, but it's got the mediums on, so obviously you can see by the lap time on the board there. Oh, what's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? What the hell happened there?
Oh, how good is this game?
Oh, he went straight on for me at the bus stop, like, towards the wall. I'm like, what's he doing? Then all of a sudden he's back on track and set a 44-3 to put himself P3. So, yeah, okay. Interesting line.
Well, I mean, Sandeezy is in the chat. Welcome there, mate. And, well, he's just noticed Tab's time, of course. He set that on the medium. And, well, there you go. There you go. As we've got a new follower there as well. There you go. How do you say that one, mate? How do you say that one? Fiona, I think? 73. Yeah. Well, welcome to the stream. This is Formula 4 Racing. We've got, well, old footy bender there, Housey. He did change it. And that is TCF Old Boy, a.k.a. Mr. Banana Bender. And last week, he was not racing, of course. He was caught out in those Queensland floods, as him being a resident Queenslander, of course, with Fury. And, well, wasn't able to make the trek home. And, well, I mean, we had a bit of a laugh in the chat there, Housey. And it just came out that way. And it was old footy bender. And he's just run with it. And, well, we had a good laugh about it too. Of course, he's on the medium. He is a Rothmans driver. And, well, let's just see how he fares, of course. He's on an out lap at the moment. We'll flick to Macedonian, just starting his lap as well. So he's obviously a little bit further along. So we'll stay with Macedonian. We might get the great people at home to turn their audios up, Housey. What do you reckon, mate?
Why not? Let's give Macedonia a lap.
Righto. Well, there you go. A lap from Macedonian sets a 1 minute 45.3 on the medium. And, well, Black Moon is in the chat. Hey, guys, sorry for being late. Got held up. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, so that's what... So that explains a hell of a lot. Of course, we're waiting for Black Moon to join the lobby. He joined a little bit late. So he must have got someone to join for him. And, well, what you've missed is Q1. Exactly right, Xerxes. Well, old footy bender. Let's just see how he fares, Housey. He's next in line to set a lap. He's currently on the medium. He's about to cross the line any second now. He sets a 1 minute 44.1. P2.
Right, well, while we were on board with Macedonia having that audio up lap, unfortunately, Smakinder's binned it out of turn 14, out of Stavelot. Lost the rear on traction, spun it, stuck it in the wall, ripped the wheels off. So Smakinder's done. He were going to lose him from this session, and he's yet to set, or didn't set a time either. So unfortunate for Smakinder, he's got work to do in the race. Beans is going to be the next guy here.
He certainly does there, mate. And, we poor Smakinder. Unfortunate for that lad. But Beansy sets a 142.8. Of course, currently P1 at the moment. There's 3.5 minutes remaining in the session, Housey. Brad Tay currently out on track on an outlap, of course. Chasey Dane still in the pit lane, maybe leaving it a little bit late here. We're waiting for the track to rubber in ever so much more. 2-5 is about to get himself underway, of course. The Pot 2 Cadbury driver currently sitting P2 in the championship is this lad. And, I'll tell you what, he's impressed over the last 6 or 7 months or so, how's he? He's just getting better and better and better as the time rolls by. And, he's got some speed these days, so it's good to see. And, yes, of course, the Cadbury F1 driver. And that is the livery, folks. And, of course, the graphics god, Xerxes, is in the chat. He is the Pot 2 European driver. And, and the creator, one of the creators of that livery, of course. And let's just see how 2-5 fares at the first sector. And he's purpled at Housey, so he's absolutely on one. Let's not forget, though, have a look at the guys on the mediums, of course. Whatever time if you make the top 10, folks, that will be the tyre you start the race on of whatever time you set it on, of course. So 2-5 opting this soft. So, he's probably going to go a soft medium here. How's he? Definitely comfortable one stop around here at Spa. And, not like yesteryear's game where you had to stretch him. It's very, very comfortable these days. And, 2-5 is, he's almost at the end of the second sector. And this looks very tight here, how's he?
A little bit wide there, I think, on entry, to be honest with you, if I'm being critical. And again, I would say...
Oh, yes.
To be honest, so surprising, since he's got those soft tyres fitted, he should have all the grip in the world with them.
Well, absolutely, mate. And, representative on that track map. If we're to believe it, Housey, he's purpled, the first 2 sectors. Let's just see how he fares. He should do. We've got Beansy out there who's set a 42.8. So let's just see how 2-5 fares, of course. He should be well and truly safe with this lap here, mate. He crosses the line. He sets a 43.4 P3. Darkness Abyss currently out there on track as well. He has invalidated his Darkness. Brad Tay is out there. And, yes, the Cat F1 driver, mate, on the medium. And, yes.
Slightly up. He is slightly up. He's about a 10th and a half up. Just coming into Sector 3. So, obviously safe at the moment.
Well, we got a new follower, Housey. Claps for Life, 438. Welcome to the stream there, my friend. And, Claps for Life. What a name. And, I hope you're enjoying your Monday, wherever it is you are, wherever you are in the world, as Brad Tay sets a 44.4, as we'll flick down to Macedonian, crosses the line now.
Doesn't improve in time.
Oh. Darkness Abyss has invalidated, so he's got plenty of time to make it again, of course. Crazy Kiwi, he wants to give himself some room because Kiwi is about to start a lap. Chasey Dane just behind, about to start one as well. So we will stay with Crazy Kiwi. He'll be furthest along. We are going to focus on this drop zone, of course, Housey.
Yeah, Dino's right on the bubble. He's furthest along. He's sat in 10th at the moment. He is on another one here. He is furthest. I can keep an eye on him if you want to watch Kiwi in that lot.
Well, Kiwi's starting a lap. We might as well stay with Dino. There's not much action happening out on track, of course. So who is in front of... that must be 2-5. So 2-5 safe. He's just making his way back to the pit lane. Dino's fuel light is on, though, Housey. Interesting to note to see if he's going to have... Whoa, he's around! He's around! Dino's around! And there you go. Well,
unfortunately, maybe not. He might just survive.
Well, the curb...
Crazy Darkness and... like say, they're all on valid laps now then, so
yeah,
Crazy Darkness and Kiwi. It is Kiwi, obviously, that's furthest along. Darkness not too far behind him, so Darkness might pick up, if he stays this close, he might pick up a bit of a toe in that last sector.
If it's going to hurt him through the start, the end of the second sector, to be honest though, Housey, and almost the start of the third. So he's got that glorious run to the finish line, of course, but this is where Kiwi is. If he's too close, it hurts the front end. And, there you go, he's around. You see in the background, Darkness is around. His session is done. And, Kiwi, let's just see how Kiwi fares, because he's purpled that middle sector, Housey.
Yeah, Chasey, obviously, the next car behind now as well. doesn't give me a split time for Chasey, unfortunately, since he hasn't set a lap yet. But can either of them knock Dino out or Macedonia out? Both of them sat on the bubble, really. I do Dino. Look at Dino's time of 48.6. So yeah, either a good lap from Kiwi or Chasey here. Yep, there we go. Knocks Dino out then. Does Kiwi goes third at 43.3. Flick back to Chasey. What can Chasey do?
Hey,
Good lap from
P5.
Chasey, 43.8. Yep.
There you
Soft
go.
tyres there though. Obviously on. I think Tab set his time. I don't know if he improved. I didn't see on the soft tyre, but I think Tab might have been on the mediums. But the rest of them there, I think top 5 all on the softs there. So quite an interesting mix in terms of who's going to be starting the race on what.
Well, Mad G, Housy's a little bit under the weather there, mate. And, well, I'm always loud, as you well and truly know that, mate. So I'm not going to apologise for my loudness. I can't help it, mate. It's just the way it is. But I can turn Housey up a little bit, mate. But I just don't want... Where are you, Housey? Where are you, mate? Try to pair us up again.
2,000 miles away.
2,000 miles away. There you go. And I might keep talking, Housey. Keep talking, mate.
Okay, well, we'll go down this drop down. So we are going to lose Macedonia from this session, which is a surprise, but he's done that a few times this season so far. So Macedonia will go from P11. Dino will go from P12. And typically the screen flicks over, but I think it's Darkness in 13th, Smakinder in 14th, and then we'd have... Who is it that we lost in the first round?
Okay, I think we have paired up Housey again. Trying to get these all spot on. I can only do it visually, of course, but we've got much better from Black Moon. So there you go. Rip the beans. Well, Q2, P1, Tab. Well, look at that on the medium. And, well, set himself up nicely as a young fella. Crazy Kiwi will start the race on the soft, 2.5 soft, and Chasey Dane will be the soft, of course. From P6 through to P10, they will be starting on the medium, of course, and the rest of them will have that free tyre choice.
So here we go then, Q3, the business end of qualifying. This is where gloves come off, and we see exactly what each driver has here. Probably do a relatively quick banker for a first run, and then risk it all on a second run.
Well, as I pay attention to the chat, well, Claps for Life said that, well, he's an Aussie. Well, there you go, he's an Aussie. So this is the Aussie division, of course. And there is a European division that's, well, 8 p.m. GMT on Monday, of course, about 10 hours after we finish this one. And, well, you can catch those boys tackle this very magnificent track as well here, Housey. You and I will be there as always, of course, mate. And, well, I mean, let's just get through this one first at this historic racetrack. I mean, one of my favourites, Housey. I absolutely love it around Spa. I mean, I love it around most tracks. I only have a couple that I'm not a fan of course. But, yeah, I mean, this one here is, of course, we all look forward to it. Even in real life, I mean, it just never, well, it always throws up a good old result, except for, when was it? Was it last season there, Housey, in the real life? But they only did 2 laps behind the safety car, which was a bit of a farce, that one there, to have a classified run. But, well, I mean, let's just not touch on that, of course. But every other Grand Prix they've had here has been pretty fantastic. And, well, I mean, looking forward to this one as well here, mate.
Yep, echo that. Beautiful track. On the bucket list for me, for sure.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. All the, well, the staples, aren't they? I mean, you talk the original tracks. I mean... You have to break the bank to go to Monaco, to be honest with you. But, I mean, the only day worth going to Monaco would be a Saturday, to be fair, in my opinion anyway. But, yeah, I mean, the original 6, and, well, there you go. So, well, rip the beans. First to blink here, Housey. Cat F1. Of course, he is our championship leader, folks. And having a stellar start to the season is Beansy. And good on him. Good job, Beansy. As, well, all these boys coming out of the garage now, prepping their cars. Of course, you don't want to take too much life out of them, but there is 2 runs you usually will get here. Well, any Q3 session, to be fair, usually set a decent first lap and sit in the garage, wait for the track to rubber in ever so much more, and then come out with a bit of a splash and dash. And, well, there you go. That's where you really show your true speed. As, well, Beansy's got 2.5 for company right behind him there, Housey. And well, of
Yep.
course, these boys just on out laps at the moment. They'll stretch each other out a little bit. They'll give each other the space because they know that if they're too close, it just hampers them. Yes, like we touched on in Q2, it is a great run on that back straight. Well, I can't really call it a straight. It's a bit of a kink there, Housey. But there is a great run there. And, well, I mean, you get an awesome toe. But, of course, the corners leading up to it, that's where it hurts. And we did see darkness in the background, a bit too close to Kiwi. Front end washed out, and around he went. So, well, there you go. Beansy getting himself ready.
Yep. Some of the guys may not have the tyres for this as well. That's the only thing I was thinking. Well, those guys that use a soft in Q2, they might struggle with tyre life on this one.
So Beansy into the source and away he goes. Now that is a very, very tricky corner to get right there, folks. It's all about your braking zone. Pick up that apex and that throttle, and it's flat out through here. And here he goes through Eau Rouge, up the hill. That is ready on, folks. And he's on the Camel Straight now. DRS wing wide open. There it is there. And Beansy's on the run to the end of the first sector, approaching Lecom. Now this, folks, is Lecom, and there is Beansy entering that, and he's entering Malderby into there, and there you go, Brussels now. Well, not quite yet, but right about now is Brussels, and Beansy doing a stellar job so far. He's approaching the corner with no name, and yeah, no problem, TieStar. That is the corner with no name, and Beansy tackling this one now. This is that double left-hander. Very, very great corner. Very quick. But you touch that inside curb and around she goes. Beansy showing his speed here, how he's looking very, very good. Excuse me. Into Campus is where he's at now. He's approaching Campus anyway, and then Stavilo, of course. And then here he comes. The long, long run to the start-finish line. And absolutely, Black Moon. Absolutely. This is a stellar track. There's a lot of great corners. And, well, Beansy is approaching Blanchimont. And here it is there, folks. That is Blanchimont and Beansy. Well, very easy corner, that one. It is flat out. There is no lift. There is no nothing. And hard on the brakes here, Housey. It used to be the bus stop, but it is not the bus stop anymore. It's just called the chicane. Of course, they did a rendition of this track not too long ago. And Beansy sets a 1 minute 42.8 as we'll flick down to 2.5, who set a 43.2. There is a few cars behind. I do believe Tab is next. And here he comes, the young fella. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just see what Tab can do. He's at a 42.1. Not too shabby at all there, mate. Here comes Fury.
Yeah.
With a 43.3 there, Housey. And, well, there are two Rothmans cars almost nose to stern. Kiwi has invalidated. But Banana Bender is on a slow one, so yeah, not too sure what's happening here.
He lost it, so it's Brad Tate. Yeah, he lost it. Unfortunately, he spun the car, did old footy bender. So it will be Brad Tate, Team Cat. I'm surprised that Blue Dogs let him off the lead, to be honest. 43.5 for Brad Tate and P7 for Brad Tate. So
well, I'll tell you what, there's three Rothmans in the top 10. There's three Cats in the top 10, and well, two Old Spices, of course, and the lone Texaco being tabbed, and well,
lone
tab.
Cadbury as well.
Yeah, and the lone Cadbury being 2.5 as well. So, well, those boys doing a stellar job for their teams, of course, as Brad Tate, well, 43.5, and as the great man Housey said, well, regarding Blue Dog, well, these boys do shadow each other absolutely everywhere. They're very almost impossible to separate. Doesn't matter which track we go to. I mean, all right, they're teammates, but even when they weren't teammates, I mean, we'll go back yesteryear there, Housey, where they were competing against the championship, in a championship against each other. And it all came down to that last bloody round, and, well, Brad Tate took the honours there, but, I mean, it just goes to show you just can't separate these two, and it is quite amusing. So, well, there you go. It's just the way it works out. But Brad Tate in a Q3, and great to see from this lad. These boys are all going to go in the pit lane, as we do see some guys coming out of the garages, and that is old boy Crazy Kiwi, who did make that blue to start off with. And, well, 2.5 is out there on track. Let's just see if 2.5 is going to go again. He's in the... well, let's just see. Nah, he's fuel light screaming. Do you reckon he'll make it? I don't think he'll make it, though.
He'll make it. Yeah, he'll make it.
No, he's slower.
He's
He's slower. He is slower. He's 2/10 slower at the end of the first sector there, mate. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to... Well, he's just trying to get to the pit lane. He does have two Rothmans boys on outlaps, of course. And while the boys in front of him, they will all be putting it on the pit lane. So the guys to watch are the boys on outlaps. That is Old Footy Bender and Crazy Kiwi. And, well, there you go. So, Old Footy Bender. He changed his name, Housey, of course, after last week. And, well, there he is there. Well, one of the Queenslanders, and our thoughts go out to the people of Queensland and New South Wales. Now, just to reiterate that again, there's been some floods here in the great land of Australia. And, well, the boys are donning some of the, the Queensland colours is maroon. The New South Wales colours are light blue. And that is the helmet the Fury will be running with. He is running with. And, well, he's gone a little bit of both. Bit of respect to both, but of course he is a Queenslander and he's gone the maroon as the more dominant colour. So just to give you an idea what the boys are doing, and that is it, of course, as, Old Footy Bender is getting himself ready for a lap here, Housey.
Indeed. It's a good one as well. Quite capable of it is the lad. We know that. Obviously, as you said earlier, touched on missing last week, so I'm sure he'll want to come back, bounce back with a good result, as all the drivers always do. He gets himself underway then down to Radion and on Rouge or Radion, the other way around. He's invalidated. Oh no, how long has he got? What's the time?
What is the time? Move that yellow flag, please.
It should be alright.
If we ask for one thing, I mean, alright. If they can't fix it, just
Can we ask for one thing?
Just one. Okay, if you can't fix it, because it's coming down to the end of this cycle, just move the yellow. Come on, just move it to the right. Please, just a little bit to the right so we can see the time. Or above. I mean, there's a space above. Come on.
There's a massive space.
Park a semi in there, Housey. Anyway, we'll flick down.
Sideways.
We'll flick down to Crazy Kiwi. And, well, he's on a lap, of course. His teammate in front of him, being Old Footy Bender, did invalidate. Crazy Kiwi is running on the smell of an oily rag. Look at that fuel light screaming at him there, Housey. And so this will be it. Even if he does muck this lap up, unfortunately, if he does, he's not going to have the fuel to go again. So he's right on the cusp there, Housey. Oh, yeah, he's mucked it up. Oh, he's got a bit deep there. He's absolutely got that all wrong. And, well, into Stavilo now. Let's just see how he fares. Of course, that is the end of the second sector. And, well, a 15.6 at the moment. And, well, he is pushing. He is pushing now. Housey, what would you do in this situation, mate? Would you do a splash and dash? I mean, you've probably got just enough time to do a bit of a splash and dash and get out there quickly just to make sure you can go again.
No.
Because, I mean, he was holding revs. He was holding revs. Oh, he's gone deep again. No, he's going in the pit lane. There you go. Yeah. He's in the pit lane. So, Old Footy Bender will have another crack. Again, yeah. As well, wait, Housey, guess what? Guess who's joined the chat? Well, the Season 2 champ himself for the European lads. Total Peas. Oh, well, that's 2 weeks in a row this lad has blessed us with his presence. As we'll flick up to Rip the Beans, who has invalidated up the cat, he says. And yes, of course, yes, Total Peas being a cat F1 driver. As Beansy, has he got... Please move that. Please. Is there time, Housey? Yes, there's plenty of time for Beansy to make that checkered flag, of course, to set another run.
So, Old Footy Bender going again. I think he's the only one, or the furthest one along the lap.
Well, folks, if you just noticed, of course, the emojis, I've been uploading them as we go along. There is some more to come, just waiting for them to be approved. But there you go. I'm sure Total Peas will love that. There you go. The cat one's been approved at the moment. The Capri one has been approved as well. And there you go, folks. That's what they're like. So just waiting on the rest of them. And, of course, with the audios as well. There's a lot more to come, folks, as, the season rolls on, of course. Bossa has invalidated their Housey, as we'll flick down to Old Footy Bender. Currently on a run here, Housey. And let's just see how he missed his sectors, of course. But he needs to set a time, of course. There's only 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. I mean, he's got the fuel to go again if he chooses. But let's just see what he can do.
Yep, so just exiting the former bus stop chicane now. Get the power down on the start-finish straight, takes a tight line, goes P4, then a 1:42.9, good lap from Old Footy Bender. So now we've got to pick up who's next. Is it Brad Tay?
I think it is. I think it is Brad Tay because Bozza invalidated, so it will be Brad Tay. Nearly 4/10 up there, Housey. Nearly 4/10 up is the lad. And, well, there you go. Is the in-game audios overpowering too much there, folks? Just give us a shout-out if they are. I can fix them up a little bit as we go. But here comes Brad Tay with a 142.9, P5 for now. Bozza is starting his lap again. Of course, he did invalidate that last run. There we go.
He's just coming, well, into sector 3. Just about to come through Blanchimont now. So he is going faster. He is up on his time. This could... I don't know if he was up far enough though. That lap from Tabbed of 42.1. That's out there. There's a lot to gain from Beans. I think he was up, but I don't know if he's quite got enough in the tank. No. Volts is invalidated, so Volts is done.
Is Tab going again? Tab's going again. He's quicker. He's quicker. Is he going to get into the 41s? Is he going to get into the 40 yards? A 41.9! Tabbed! Jesus! That is a lap and a half from Tabbed. As we'll flick up to Old Footy Bender. Where is he? No. Volts has invalidated.
Down.
So it will be Old Footy Bender. Who will be next here, mate?
Fury. Yes, Fury. Don't worry about Footy Bender. He's well down.
Thank you.
I think it's Fury on a representative lap. And I think it's Chasey behind it is. So Fury then Chasey. And then I'll check back, someone's off. It's Bozza. Bozza's off. Further back, so Bozza's done.
Well, here comes Fury. He's about to set his time now. It is a 43.0. As I'll quickly fit to Chasey Dane. And he's going to set his time any second now here, Housey. It's a 43.3 P9. Crazy Kiwi. Thank you. They always come thick and fast, of course. We've got the luxury of this being a bigger track here in Belgium. And, well, it does help us out a little bit, Housey. But on a shorter track, Jesus, no rest for us. But here he comes. Here comes 2.5. So it's a 142.7 P3. P3 for 2.5. Great lap there, mate. As Brad Tay throws that one in the pit lane. And I think that's it. That is it.
Yeah, it is. We lost Crazy Kiwi. He didn't come back out then, I don't think. After that first run.
As Ty-Star, I might give Ty-Star just... wrong one. Might give Ty-Star just another invite to make sure he's got plenty. Where is he? Oh, I can't give it to him. He says he's in the lobby. So there you go. There you go. So absolutely stellar lap from Tab. A 141.9, if you don't mind there, Housey. And, well, showing his class, of course. Great lap from him. And, well, there you go. Beansy not too far off with a 42.5. And then you've got the rest of them, of course, 2.5, P3. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's making quite a habit of it now, Tabbed.
He certainly is.
Positions.
He certainly is there, Housey. And, well, great to see. Great to see. It really, really is, of course. And he's come a long way, has the young fella. And, well, good to see indeed. 141.9, if you don't mind. Beansy P2, 2.5 P3, Voltsy boy. P4, of course, invalidated his last run, did Volts. P5 is Old Footy Bender. Great to see him in a Q3 in the top 5, Housey. Mr. Brad Tay in P6, Mr. Fury Strat in P7, Bozza in P8, Chasey Dane in P9, and of course, we did lose Crazy Kiwi early doors.
Tabbed also, obviously, on the mediums there, so he's going to start from pole on the mediums.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
No, Beans and 2.5. I think are on the softs, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I think you are right there, Housey. I think you are right there, mate.
Might be a little bit pressured on the opening laps because he's got some... well, obviously, all the guys are quick here, but he's going to have some quick guys right with him. And especially, you know, off this lights here. Obviously, the turn 1 of La Source. Then you've got a big long run down to Homme Rouge, Radion. Then a big long run down the Camel Straight to turn 5 to Lacombe. It's, you know, in all fairness, you don't want to be pole, I don't think, really, here.
Well, I mean, if you've got the speed to break away, I mean, you've got 3 laps to get out of that DRS. If you can do that, you're okay. But if you cannot, I mean, it's It's a bit of an ARS burn, to be honest with you, here around here at Spa. So, of course, it is an overtake button, and that is what it's used for. You can use it to defend, but it just depletes very quickly. And the regeneration around this track, Housey, is not great. Of course, it's pretty much flat out. I mean, 70% of the 60-odd% of the lap is flat out. So, well, there you go. We'll just get all these telemetries up for you folks at home, and we'll go through this running order, of course. Just wait till I get a better camera from the game. Come on, game. There you go. So tabbed P1 there, Housey, the Texaco racer in, the pot 1 Texaco lad. P1 on the medium, as you did say there, mate. Stunning job from him. P2 is our champ leader. Rip the beans, Cat F1. And he will be on the softs, as you can see there, folks. 2-5, the Capri driver, pot 2, 2-5. In P3 on the soft. So these two boys on the soft compounds here, mate, looking to jump tabbed and probably stretch their legs if they can in front of the medium runners. They're not going to last too long, this soft compound around here, mate. But yes, Boltsy boy, P4, Rothman's driver, and old footy bender in P5. Great to see those two boys there, nose to stern. Brad Tay, the Cat F1 driver, followed by Mr. Fury Strat. Two Cat boys, nose to stern as well. And have a look at it, Housey. Two Old Spice drivers. TRL Bozza in P8. P9 is the admin in Chasey Dane. And of course, rounding out the top 10 is Crazy Kiwi. Now let's go to the best of the rest. Yes, the free tyre choice, folks. That is Macedonian P11. Dino in P12. Darkness Abyss, who I did touch on early doors in that Q1 there, Housey, has had a stellar start to the season. Just improved a lot from last season, and it is great to see in P13. Smakinda had that mishap in quali. He is an Old Spice driver. He's in P14. He's opted for the soft compound. Milligains, same deal. Had a bit of a mishap in Q1, starting in 15th position. Blue Dog, there he is there on the medium, of course. P16 from Blue. High Star is in P17. Our debutant, Gritto, there he is there. P18 as we flick down to Bopton. And Bopton is there in P19. The Texaco Pot 4 driver. And Black Moon, who did not set a lap, of course, was running a little bit late. Got someone to check in for him in the lobby, of course. But he will start dead last in P20.
Yeah. Unfortunate for him, but at least he's made it.
He made it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you can only go forward from there, really.
Yeah,
so
that's right, mate. That's right, mate.
Put the positive hat on. As I said, he has had a decent start to the season, so I expect him to move forward. As the final guys and take their grid slots. We will get this one under the way for a 22-lap race.
Well, let's not forget about the pinch point into turn 1. So all these boys are well aware. And, we wait for these famous 5 red lights. About to get going here, Housey. We've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We have 5 lights.
Oh, someone's jump-started.
Someone's jump-started, but we are go here at Belgium as Tab gets a great launch on. They made him away. Volts is out. Volts is out. What has happened? What has happened? Volts is out. And there you go. That is a virtual safety car. That is a virtual safety car. And, there you go. There's some time penalties rolling through here. Bolts, Milligains is out as well.
Yeah.
Milligains has been disqualified.
Hang on, let me check the race director. I'm on
it.
Milligains jump start, and then so we got a jump start, drive through, and then invalidated lap time straight away as well, and then disqualified for a severe collision with Darkness Abyss.
Well, there you go, mate. There you go. So, the pinch point, turn 1. Didn't even get to turn 1. And around 2 of them went. So, Beasley getting very close to the wall. Just pushing. I'll tell you what, tabbed out in front by 0.6 of a second. Beansy's gone a little bit wide there. Wants to be careful. 2-5 has got old Footy Bender for company. And he's on the medium. So, old Footy Bender looking pretty good here, mate. As, he's trying to shape him up. The race is long. 22 laps as Milligains has left the session there, Housey. Fury is in P5. Chasey Dane in P6. And Crazy Kiwi. Great start from Kiwi in P7. Macedonian. I'll tell you what there, Housey. P8 from P11. And look at Smakinda.
Yep, Smakinda's had a good start as well. I'll tell you who's had the best start, or one of the best starts. There's Bopton and Black Moon, both up 5 spots, up to 14th and 15th. Black Moon, Bopton, as I say that, he's lost it, and he's dropping now. So Black Moon is the best driver, up 6 spots so far into 14th.
Well, I mean,
Beans is in the pit. What's going on with Beans?
What's going on with Beans? Is he going for a nose change? Is he going for a nose change?
Must be.
We'll keep an eye on this one. Yeah, keep an eye on it, Housey. Keep an eye on that one as well. Crazy Kiwi is... No?
No, I thought he was going for a drive-through, but it's not.
Is he changing his wing?
Yeah, he is now, yeah. There didn't look massive damage to it, but he is changing it.
Yeah, there you go. So the corner with no name there, Housey. We just caught the end of it. And I do think he did brush that wall, and wow. There you go. So must have hurt his front wing ever so slightly, and it's hampered his progress, of course. He's down there in P15.
Yeah.
And, well, there you go.
In, Bopton in, Bradtay in, Bozza in. Also, Bozza's being held for a penalty. Bradtay, I think, might have been held there as well. So, Beans, Bopton, Bradtay, Bozza, not a very good start for them. Obviously, lost bolts and Milligains. So, let's get back to the action. Dino's close, probably the closest.
As Mad G touches on with a very good point, the corner with no name should rename to No Nose Corner. Well, I mean, yeah, you can get a bit greedy into the entrance of that one. As Bopton's out.
We've lost Greedo. We've lost Greedo. And Bopton. Gee, yeah, okay. Missed that one. So Greedo and Bopton. Is that the same part? Where is Greedo?
Oh, they've done it. They've done it. Oh, I tell you what, Housey. They have done it through Eau Rouge and Radion. They've got a bit light in the back end. And it looks like they've, well, both of them in the wall. And, well, there you go. I tell you what, folks. Already lost 4 drivers. These boys, just cool your jets. The race is long. You're not going to win it on the first couple of laps. And, well, there you go. There you go, Housey. Well, interesting to say the least. The VSC is out, and Tabbed has already broken the DRS. He currently leads this one by 1.2. All right, VSC. But he's currently out of that DRS as, well, 2.5 has just got to be careful with the Delta here, mate, because this is where the, well, I mean, it can end very rapidly like just that. And did anyone get any penalties? No, everyone's good.
No, I don't think so.
Everyone is good.
Time,
yes,
which has got to be a first. That Delta is absolutely shocking.
Oh, mate.
I must say.
It can, at some tracks, it just turns off on you very, very quickly. But nevertheless, here he comes. He has got the DRS, and he's trying to catch up onto the back of Tab. But the only problem that 2.5 has is that those softs aren't going to last too much longer, of course. The medium is the way to go, and, well, here is old Footy Bender doing his thing in P3. Mr. Fury Strat in P4, and he'd be loving that, Housey. Of course, had a great result last week, did Fury, in P3. He's in P4 at the moment, very early doors. Crazy Kiwi in P5, and Chasey Dane, P6. Smakinda, let's just see these position changes,
He's made the pass too as well. Yeah, up 7 is Smakinda. Up 7 for Black Moon. Biggest loser at the moment, Rip the Beans. Bradtay and Bozza down 12, down 9, down 8 respectively for those guys. So, yeah, Smakinda on the move. Crazy Kiwi on the move this lap.
Well, it's well, hang on a minute. Oh, no! Old Footy Bender's in the wall! And he's, well, managed to flick the car back around. He's still got a full front wing. Not too sure. He was doing a great job. Oh, it looks like no visible damage. But his tyres would be cooking. His tyres would be absolute. Oh, hang on a minute. Darnus is around. Darnus is around.
Jesus, how close was that?
How close was that? What happened there? What
just
happened
a little
there?
bit too much on the gas, I think, or a little unsettled on the apex, on the exit. Spins right in front of Footy Bender, and Footy Bender did well, to be fair, not to collect him there. So did Blue Dog behind. And Ty Star.
Well, Blue Dog makes the move, and there you go. Into P10 is Blue, and he can start to stretch his legs a little bit and start to catch up to Dino, of course, who does have that 5-second time penalty as he's just set the fastest third sector as Dino. He's put the pedal down, and he's showing us the speed that we know he's got. Yeah, certainly here, Housey. And this is where it's tricky. This is where it's tricky.
Oh, that's going to hamper the speed now, though.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I don't want.
I'll tell you what, though, Housey. You reckon that's hurt his front wing a little bit? I reckon it might have.
Sometimes you can get away with a kiss, but that's the only problem with that section. If you've got too much of a run, that is just, you don't want to catch them right there.
That's
and then.
right.
I mean,
because you've got that little bump at the top of the hill. You've got the bump at the top of Radion, and of course it does unsettle the car, and the back end tends to come very loose, and you've got that little slight left as well, and that's where Sun drivers get unstuck. And okay. So that's what happened to Bopton, and just as we called it there, Housey lost it through Eau Rouge and Radion, and whack into the wall he went. As Dino up in a P7.
Yep. Black Moon now up into 10th, so he started at the back, up to 10th in 4 laps. Good stuff from Black Moon. Obviously helped out by a few DNFs and people spinning, but at the end of the day, you still got to keep it clean. You still got to do what you've got to do, and he's doing that at the moment. So great start from Black Moon. He's also catching Blue Dog now, who's also had a fantastic start. Going to look to put some pressure on him, so we'll keep an eye on that one in the coming laps.
Absolutely. We've got Macedonian trying to catch up to the back of Dino as well. Just 0.7 of a second, right in that DRS zone. Excuse me, Smakinda is hanging on to the back of his teammate in Chasey Dane. And I do believe
I reckon he'll be past him here.
I think so.
Smakinda this time. If he gets a good run, let's see if he can get a good run and not do what we saw the last lap. You want to catch him just over the top of the crest, not actually at the crest.
Chasey is a great teammate. Chasey's a great teammate. He will let him go. And, well, there you go. Well, doesn't even need to, really, to be fair. Smakinda has the DRS, and that is easy done for him. As Macedonian,
back on Dino.
He certainly does, and he flung by Dino there, using the track to his advantage. And, well, there you go. Position changes all around. Black Moon get by Blue Dog as well. And there you go. Well, Bopton says he even lifted because he knew that would happen. Didn't help your case. Now, it's all in your setup here, Bopton.
That can make it worse, though, sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does.
If you lift heavily, well, I don't know how much he lifted, but if you come right off the power, that can almost be a detrimental thing to do as well. You need to basically just be smooth enough, and it's the tiniest of lift. I get what he's trying to say, and I'm sure that's what he did, but some drivers do make the mistake of lifting completely, and that unsettles the car.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So
11 spots.
Well, I mean,
can start from Black Moon.
Has done a stunning job, hasn't he? Absolutely, and he's got 6 odd seconds to get to Dino, but Dino does have that 5-second time penalty. And Tystar, I do believe, just copped the 3 seconds. So there you go. Old footy bender making that error early doors there. Housey has opted for the hard. He's going to try to stretch them to the very end. And exactly right there, Xerxes. He's been punished for not sending it. Absolutely. This track here is very unique to the rear setup. If you don't have it, if you don't have the setup down pat, that is where you'll get unstuck. And well, the rear end especially, as we have touched on multiple times through this one, as we'll flick back up to where the battles are. And Dino is shaping up Macedonian here again.
They're having a good battle here, these two. It's you pass me one lap, I'll pass you the next
yeah,
lap,
that's
and we're
right.
going to yo-yo back. He's close though. He's too close again. Dino here.
He's too close. Oh, he
wanted again. He's smacked in the back of him.
Oh, we've lost Darkness. Darkness is out. Darkness is out. Where is Darkness? We have a safety car. That is a safety car.
Towards Stavelot, turn 14. I think it's the exit of 13.
Who's coming up to him? Tabbed is coming up to him, but I dare say that car is going to be gone. Yeah, he's gone right now. So there you go. We have a safety car here, and it is in no man's. Well, I mean,
Brad Toy's going to get the box.
It's in no man's land for the medium, though, Housey. It really, really is. I mean, there's only 5-lap-old mediums. They've got plenty of life left in them.
Yeah, he's on the softs though, is Brad Tate, so he's going to come in.
I'll tell you who it helps all these soft runners, mate. It helps all of these soft runners. Absolutely, you would take advantage of this. And, well, in the pit lane, I dare suspect all these soft runners will go.
I think... No, he did put on the mediums. I thought he put on the hards there, did Brad Tate, but no, it is the mediums. So that's going to shake things up then. Yeah, we lost Darkness out of turn 13. I presume it's the same happened as we saw old Footy Bender do in qualifying at one point there, just clipping too much of the curb on the exit of 13, spun the car around. Unfortunate then, so we've lost Darkness Abyss, VX Greedo, Bopton, Volts and Milligames from this one. We've still got 15 runners left in this race. Tab stays out. Does 2-5 come in? He does. So 2-5 doing what you're saying there. Although, could he have kept going? I don't know. As you say, he's going to have a sort of 2-3 laps under the safety car. So he's going to be around lap 9, lap 10. He's going to need to do about 12 laps on these mediums. Probably can do it.
Oh, look at that. Look how many boys are in the pit lane. Pretty much from P3.
So Tab didn't.
No, Tab did not. Tab did not. I mean, and he's probably playing the smart game here too. Of course, he's going to pit later on. But these boys here that have pitted are going to try to stretch these mediums as long as they possibly can. Whereas Tab will stay out a bit longer. He'll put the softs on towards the end. And he will be rapid as well. Mr. Fury Strat has opted to go another set of softs. And, well, there you go. In P4 from Fury. And doing a great job is the lad 2-5. While he'll stretch those mediums, of course. He's the first of the pit stoppers. And there he is there in P3. He'll tap onto the back of Dino, of course. We are under safety car conditions here, folks.
Blue Dog. Blue Dog went for the hards there. And that stopped. So interesting.
Wow. Oh, did he start on the medium? Did Blue Dog start on the medium?
Yeah, Blue Dog started on the medium.
Yeah, because you wouldn't go to soft unless you sort of, you know, he said his prayers and he's been to church because, I mean, you'd be praying on a safety car here, Howsy.
Yeah, obviously. But, I mean, it's still a long way to go.
There is, mate. There
here.
is.
That's the problem, isn't it? You never know with the strategy when the safety cars happen.
That's where the luck comes into Grand Prix racing.
Is there going to be another one? Is
That's
there not going to be another one? I mean, that is honestly, in all fairness, sometimes people make the decision and we end up saying, oh, yeah, it was a great call. But in all fairness, sometimes it is just complete and utter luck, obviously.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, you've got to have some luck too, of course, here, Howsy. And, well, that is racing just in general, whether it be real life, whether it be online. Luck has a place to play, of course. But there you go.
Can 2-5 on this restart make a jump? Because he's obviously got these fresh mediums now. Dino and Tab in front of him on 6-lap-old mediums. And then Fury is going to be the one who's going to be looking to really get going after this restart. Obviously sits fourth at the moment on those softs, fresh softs.
Well, how's he? Just to pay a bit of homage to the chat, mate. I mean, the guy who's not afraid of any self-promotion. I mean, there you go. He's just called it. And, well, he's saying, not like last week, the call on the Inters. That was his big brain, he reckons. Well, Zerks, I mean...
No, it wasn't. It was just luck. it was out of position and luck. Sorry, Zerks.
Oh.
It worked well, though. It worked well. It was brilliant. It really was.
I tell you what, Howsy, you're lining them up, aren't you? Last week, Pillars. This week,
care,
Sexy.
I don't care. I'm big enough. I can take it. As I once told Zerks, if he puts himself on a pedestal to be shot at, I'm going to shoot at him. So...
Oh my God!
We've just got to...
What did you do?
In the chat saying, hi guys, outside of the world hosting.
Oh my God, guys, we did it again!
And I don't know why the notification did not come up, but that should have come up. So I just done it manually for you there, mate. But there you go, Benjamin Cardiff live. And, well... Xerxes doing his thing. Xerxes is doing his thing.
He didn't want to hear it.
He didn't want to hear it.
Anyway,
he did not want to hear it. That's selective hearing at best from the Xerx, man. But, well, I dare say the safety car will be in this lap. And, well, there you go. Cardiff, I mean, he must be from your part of the world, Howsy. And we do have a
I'd imagine.
Well,
I'd imagine from Cardiff being with a name like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we do have a European division, well, / UK division, and that kicks off 8 p.m. Monday GMT. And, well, about 10 hours after we go offline with this one. And, well, Wales. Oh, Wales.
Yeah, so Cardiff.
Well, there
Cardiff.
You go. So, yeah,
Wales.
exactly right. So, well, we do have...
Not too far, yep.
Not too far, and we do have
a
we do have a Welshman in our ranks as well, the owner of the server. To be honest, I speak of none other than the new Portonian, Droftas. But yes, you can catch those boys a little bit later there, mate, at 8 p.m. GMT. If you're around there, check those guys out. And well, I mean, great racing in all divisions here at Formula 4. And yes, it most certainly is there, mate. It most certainly is. But the safety car is in this lap, folks. And we're not going to sit with the...
keep an eye on 2-5 and Fury here.
Absolutely.
For the viewers at home. Keep an eye on those timing trees. Obviously, Macedonia on the softs as well. So he might be looking to make up some places, as is Black Moon.
Well, there you go, Howsy. There you go. And I've got my finger on these record buttons because we do know there's going to be some moves happening. We'll see if we can catch some replays. I've changed all my keys because I was mucking around with it a little bit earlier. So we'll have another go. Yes, we do. We do, Xerxes. And, well, let's just see how we go. We under green and tabbed. Well, there you go. What a great start from tabbed. But 2-5 and Fury. Fury's the one that he's got to watch out for. Fury's on the fresh softs. He's going to be rapid for the first couple of laps. And he wants to be careful on those braking zones. But so far, so good from absolutely everybody all through turn 1 unscathed there, mate.
Yep, it's looking clean. Nice job by the lads at the moment.
Oh, Fury.
He's going to get, he did have to lift there. Just started to get a little unsettled, did the car. It's 2.5, 2.5's not going to block this one. He's got good straight line speed though, 2.5.
Well, Smakinda just gets by Crazy Kiwi as well, of course. Up into P5 from Smakinda from the very back of the grid. And stunning race from him so far, as always here, mate. And, well, Crazy Kiwi, P6, ripped the beans. Well, Beansy, well, after that bit of a mistake early doors, he's up into P7 there, Housey.
Oh, we've got someone round. Brad Tay's round. I think it's Brad Tay. It is Brad Tay.
Oh, yellow flag in Sector 2. It is Brad Tay. And, well, let's just hope he's okay, of course. No damage to that car. As Macedonian is trying to hang on to the back of Beansy.
Fury's all over the back.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Whoa. Whoa, well, Beansy takes the line. Macedonian has to get out of that one. Macedonian's got to be careful here, Housey. He's got the sticky fresh softs. They're going to be rapid. It's going to catch his braking zones all out of whack. He's just got to be careful to keep that nose clean. Beansy is on 6-lap old mediums, and there you go. There's the overspeed. Let's just see who's got the straight line speed. Oh, they're going to go side by side. They're going to go side by side into Blanchimont. Beansy takes the P7, and I'm missing the battle at the front. There you go, Macedonia on the outside. Oh, they've got Crazy Kiwi in front of them, which becomes the inside for the last corner. Beansy's forced wide, and Macedonian makes the softs work. Great move, Masso. Great move.
It's interesting that both the battles there on that lap is versus Cadbury's. Fury getting the best of 2.5, a few places above the battle you were watching. So Fury is on the hunt now. He's got through past 2.5. He's going off in hunt of Dino and Tab. Tina and Tab, though, I tell you what, they haven't had a bad restart, especially Tab. Tab's pulled the pin. He's got 1.3 seconds. Fury now closing in on the back of Dino.
I mean, Tab's shown his class in qualifying, of course. The lad has really turned it on, and it is fantastic to see. It's much appreciated there, Benjamin. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching. But yes, we're watching Mr. Fury Strat. Have a look at Dino. And, well, Dino is under the pump here, Housey. I tell you what, Fury wants to make the most of this soft compound early doors. What's going on?
Kiwi's crashed. He's got their nose.
Let's flick down to... Oh, there he does.
What is that, turn 7? Yeah, no, turn 7. Yeah, turn 8. Down into that area. I was just about to say, Black Moon passed Chasey there on the Camel Straight that lap, so Black Moon now behind his teammate Macedonia for... Oh, Macedonia spun it! Oh, just as I said it.
Well,
he's stuck. Oh, he's
I'll tell you what, Housey. Dear. I mean, you pump him up in the commentary box, and that's the joys of it. I mean, it's the joys of it. We can't control it. We'll call it as we see it. And unfortunate, but this track, folks, is notorious for spinellas. Yes. You touch these curbs around here, and it is to your detriment. Around you go, usually with one less wheel, and out of the Grand Prix. DRS is enabled here, Housey. And, well, Fury is all over the back of Dino. I tell you what, these softs aren't going to make it to the end. They're not going to make it to the end, so he's going to have to stop again. And same with Black Moon, and same with Tide Star, and same with Macedonian. Whereas the medium runners can stretch them, the ones that are on 3 laps. Anyway, let's just see how Fury goes. Well, there you go.
He had to dip out of it a bit there. He's back on the gas, though. It still looks like he's going to get this job done. Dino's going to be helpless here. Yep. Smakindo moves around the outside. Dino does try to take a defensive line, but no help in that one. But look who's coming. 2.5 right there now. And dragging Smakindo along with him is 2.5.
Absolutely,
Old
mate.
Footy Bender gets past Blue Dog on the Camel Straight. Tie Star gets past Blue Dog as well, so not a good... Mind you, Blue Dog is on those hards, but Footy Bender on those hards too. So Footy Bender getting a better of the hard compound at the moment.
Well, I mean,
his rival Blue Dog.
That's the problem though, mate. The hard compound, they will go the distance. They're just slow. They are just slow, and you've got to take risks on the hard compound. You've got to drive it like you stole it. And to be honest with you, mate, That is not the way you want to go around here because it usually does end in tears. You make it just like that. And there you go. He's around. Oh, and he's out. Well, he didn't even touch the wall. Well, I'll tell you what, Housey, that is kissed on the proverbial by an angel. And, well, old footy bender lives to fight another day. As, 2-5 closing in on Dino now, Housey. But let's not forget Smakinda. Smakinda is hanging on. And he's on the chase, is Smakinda.
They're kind of 2-5 Smakinda just kind of stuck a little bit for a minute. I mean, I don't think they've not lost, but they've not really gained this lap either on each other or Dino. The gap's pretty stable at the moment. Obviously, Dino on 11 lap old medium, so is going to start to hit that cliff area with those tyres in the not too distant future, as will Tab. It'll be interesting to see how long Tab leaves this one. He's got plenty in the bag. If you're looking at where sort of 2-5 is. Oh, we've lost Smakinda. Top of on Rouge.
Well, that will be a safety car. That's got to be a safety car.
No.
Surely that's a safety car.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
No way. Not even a VSC.
No. No, just crack on, lads. Crack on.
Crack on.
Crack on. Don't drive over his blood. It's a bit slippy, but just crack on. It's fine. It's only the fastest point on the track. Definite medical aid will be needed, but don't worry about it. Just crack on. I'll tell you what, this game sometimes... I diverse in here, but quickly. I did a race the other day around your track, actually, Australia, and I'll tell you what, it was one of the biggest shunts I've seen in a while. There was cars absolutely everywhere, and it was no, crack on, boys, you're all right, carry on. Like there was cars everywhere, literally. Like you couldn't even get through on the line, and it was still no safety car. It's just like, what the really?
I mean, yeah,
bizarre stuff.
It is bizarre stuff,
Anyway.
Housey. I mean, we had the choice. Let's just move on. We all know what we think. We all know what we think.
Just annoying though when you go, oh, this will be a safety car and nothing, and you're like, well, okay, it's making me look really stupid. Like I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Kaiserhoff has joined, and what happened to Voltsy boy? Well, I mean, he didn't even make the first corner there, mate. Him and Milligains. I'm not too sure what happened there, buddy. Bit of carnage before they even got to the first corner. And, well, let's just see regarding the incident reports on that, well, how that one plays out, of course. 2-5 is really hanging on to the back of Dino. Dino on 12 lap old mediums here, Housey. But 2-5 is...
Fury on tab. Sorry to cut you off, Skate. Fury's got tab for the lead. Down the camel straight.
There you go. Tab will bide his time, of course, because Fury's softs are going to be dead in about 3 laps' time. And, well, Tab knows this. Tab will be boxing probably in about, I'd say 3 or 4 laps, Housey. And he will put the soft compound on and run to the very, very end, of course. And, well, let's just see how he comes out. Well, we've got a couple of the boys on the hard compound, not the tyre of choice. They're trying to make it to the very end of the Grand Prix. I speak of none other than Blue Dog and old footy bender.
That could hurt him. Fury picked up a penalty there. But unfortunate for him. Sorry, I'm just trying to scribble something down in the background here.
All right, mate, no problem at all. As we're watching 2-5, having a good look at Dino. This is, well, as you were. Game on. And, well, that's it, mate. That is it. As Beansy. Oh, Beansy.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's not going to help his progress.
This is looking good for 2-5. Fury got a penalty. Dino got a penalty. Beansy got a penalty. 2-5. Beanskin. Look at Black Moon up there in 6th. I'll tell you what, from 20th to 6th. Cracking drive from Black Moon here.
Absolutely, Housey. Absolutely. And you are spot on there, Xerxes. No way is he making it to the end on them. No way. But Tab's still hanging on to the DRS. And, well, these mediums are still good to go for at least another, well, 2 or 3 laps here, mate. That'd be right on the very edge. Oh, on tenterhooks was the young fella. But you have the DRS, and let's just see if he can close in. This is the closest battle on track here, folks, as Dino is in the pit lane. And look where he's come out there, Housey. P12. And so that's...
From 13th now. Brad Tay's just got him as well. So P2 down to P13. That just shows you how close that top sort of 10, 11, 12 are. Crazy Kiwi, unfortunately, miles off after that incident. Dino looking for a move on Brad Tay down the Camel Straight. He's going to get it done. So back up to 12th for Dino.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
the benefit of that
Fury.
sticky soft compound, but he's gonna ask a hell of a lot of them. Of course, 8
Ooh.
laps. Of course,
Okay.
Dino gets a 3-second time penalty for his
Another
troubles. And well, let's just have a bit of a flick to them, Housey.
I think that's 6.
They've all got 3. All the boys that have got time penalties, they're all on 3 seconds. And there you go. So Dino would have served his 5 in that pit lane.
Yeah, he had 5.
Yeah.
And served it. Yeah, I was going to say, because he definitely had a penalty before coming in. It must have been 5. It was, as you well correctly said. So he served that in the pits, but picks up another one, unfortunately.
Well, absolutely. I'll tell you.
How long's Tab's going to leave it? How long is he going to leave it?
Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this kind of plays right into plays right into 2-5's hands. They are going to make it to the end of this soft compound. Fury needs the box in front of him. They're not going to make it. Those softs are not going to make it. So 2-5 just needs to keep his nose clean. He's got this one in the bag here, mate. He just got this one in the bag. As well, I mean, I reckon he has anyway. I'm calling a little bit early. And how's he? Well, what are they doing here? What lap times are they doing here? Let's just have a look at the fastest lap, folks. Oh, that's not the right one. There it is. There, the fastest lap's at 1:45. So, well, we've got to put the the driver of the day poll out very soon, mate.
Tab now. Tab's obviously flicked over to the soft now. With only 7 laps to go, I'd expect Tab to be knocking on the door of that fastest lap. He's having a look at old footy bender here on the Camel Straight.
I'll leave it with you, Housey. We are riding on board. We're riding with Tab. I'm going to put the driver of the day poll out for you.
Okay, right, we're on board with Tab then. Team Texaco just pitted, has tabbed, looking at the back of the cat driver in Blue Dog on those hards, doesn't really fight it. Old footy bender behind Blue Dog now. That one might get a little bit spicy between those two. Both on the hard tyres, so the battle of the hards behind. So now we've got about 4 seconds to make up with tabbed here to his teammate in Ty-Star in front of him. I'm sure once he gets there, Ty-Star will move aside and let him through. Trying to keep tabs on what's going on yet. Footy bender still close to Blue Dog. As we're into sector 3 with tabbed here. He's already gained about 7 tenths, 8 tenths on his teammate in a number of corners, so tabbed really on the move here. Obviously does have those fresh softs. Fury's in from the lead as well. He's going to get rid of those softs, so he is trying to respond to tabbed. The lap after, let's see where he's going to come out. I'm going to quickly flick on my screen to Fury as you're still watching tabbed. Tyres are on for Fury. He's dropped off the jacks and he's let go. This is Tab should have it, but yeah, Fury though back out behind him, so not too bad of a job from Fury there actually, to be honest.
Oh, look who has joined the fold, Mr. Nat Hammer. And well, yes, those softs were not going to make it there, mate. And well, Tabbed has got a bit of work to do here. Housey, as the driver of the day poll has gone out there, folks. And well, the 5 drivers. 2-5, Black Moon, Chasey Dane, Blue Dog, and Rip the Beans are who you can vote for. And, well, there you go. So Tabbed has got Ty-Star ahead of him. And I dare say he's going to make some light work of this. 2-5 is trying to chase down Beansy here. And Beansy, well, what a recovery from Beansy.
Yeah, because to have that penalty though, and he's still got 13 lap old mediums on, so
yeah,
he's going to be dropping off even if they can make it.
I mean, this is damage limitations though, from where it could have been though, Housey, for our championship leader, of course, made that, well, lap 1 or lap 2, a bit of a mistake into the corner of No Name. Bit of a, well, no visible damage, but there was some front wing damage. Got a nose change and, well, he was at the back of the field for most of this Grand Prix. Now finds himself in the lead. So great recovery from Beansy, of course. And we'll get your votes in, folks. You will determine our driver of the day. As we'll flick down to Fury. He's having a good look at Ty-Star. And is he going to get him under braking here, Housey? Is he going to get him? Ty-Star's gone defensive. Ty-Star's gone defensive. And later on the brakes is Fury. And that is up into P6 there, Housey. Great job as Tabbed is up into P5. And guess who he's chasing down now? Mr. Black Moon.
Yep. Black Moon and Chasey up ahead of him. Both Pot 4 drivers. Both doing an incredible job here. As they have been doing all season. Real real good stuff from these two. G5 dropping off the back of Rip the Bees now. So what was Rip the Bees' penalty? What's 3 seconds?
Taps out, taps out, taps out! Wait!
No way!
Whoa, no!
Not one Rouge.
Oh, it's
It is.
claimed another one! It's claimed
Bloody
another
hell.
one! And tabbed. Oh, well, he was looking good, was the young fella. And that's his race done and dusted.
Oh,
Oh, poor tabbed.
being there is you're pushing, aren't you? You know, at that point, he's pushing to try and get back. Maybe just pushing that little bit too much.
Well, yeah, we were on board with that one. And yeah, around he went.
Whiz. Dino nearly collecting the back of old Footy Bender there. Old Footy Bender must have had the Delta suddenly flick, and he backed out of it, and Dino's nearly smashed him. So he needs to be careful.
They've got to adhere to the Delta, and none of this going ahead of it and then slowing down. None of that. Just 3/10 to 0, boys, and that's all you need to know, really. And well, Dino is in P8. Old Footy Bender. Well, great recovery from him too, into P7 there, Housey.
Are they going to pit? Because we are safety car now. So Beans 2-5 Chasey.
Well, I mean,
all on mediums.
They are.
They've got to pit, surely.
Well,
they've got to pit.
I mean, Black Moon will probably pit. I would say Beansy's going to chance his arm. 3 laps under safety car, and there will be no DRS for the remaining of the Grand Prix, of course.
No,
so
Beans is coming in. 2-5's going to be the one that bounces it.
2-5 staying out. Oh, 2-5.
From 2-5.
It certainly is. Let's just see what Chasey's done. Chasey stays out.
Chasey's going to stay out. Black Moon.
Black Moon's gone wrong! Oh, Jesus! Whoa, what happened there? What happened there?
Got the brake in for the pit lane all wrong. He gives up the spots now. But he just about kept out the wall. That was lucky in the end, but unfortunate for Black Moon. He's having such a good race. Doing such good things. Lets it all slip there by a costly error. I'll tell you, this should help Crazy Kiwi, because he's obviously like 50, oh no, he was 50, he's 37 seconds down on the pack now. So, Kiwi, he's back to 50 seconds. Kiwi's going to be able to at least close up, give himself an opportunity. So pretty much, Blue Dog gets rid of those hards. He comes back on the softs. So who did stay out in the end there? We got a bit excited watching Black Moon nearly hit the pit wall.
Well, I'll tell you
so
what,
who
stayed
out. Chasey stayed out.
Yeah.
Footy Bender
stayed out. And Dino stayed out, of course, only boxed a few laps prior, and same with Bozza, of course. So they will all comfortably make it to the end, these runners. But the thing that's going to hurt is, well, Fury and Beansy. They both have penalties, of course, 3 seconds up to boot. The only one with more than 3 seconds with penalties is TieStar with 6 seconds, of course. Now, the position changes. The biggest winner out of the lot, of course, is Black Moon, up 10 places and done a stellar job. Of course, we have lost 6 drivers, and the last one we did lose was tabbed, of course, pushing it maybe a little bit too hard. He had plenty of time to go to when that happened. There was, what was there, Housey? 5-6 laps remaining. And, well, all he needed to do was just do his thing. He would have caught the group, but, well, unfortunate for the young fella. But, well, there you go. There you go. And, well, Tabbed has joined us in the chat. Unlucky there, young fella. You were looking good. You were looking good there, mate. But, well, maybe just pushed a little bit too hard at the top of the hill there, mate. And we'll see you next week, Tabbed. But kick back, enjoy this one. 2-5 leading Chasey Dane, believe it or not, in P2. And I do apologise, I don't mean anything by that. Chasey is a pot 4 driver, sitting P5 in this championship. What a stellar drive. What a stellar season also, so far from this guy. It has been consistency is his middle name, mate.
Yeah, he has. And he also holds the record for least amount of pit stops in this division.
Well, there you go. I mean, you keep track of absolutely everything there, Housey. The boys cannot escape you. And, well, there you go. So, old Footy Bender, he needs to put a lot of energy into that hard compound, mate.
He's going to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, he needs to put energy. They need to be stinking hot before he gets ready to go, because he is swamped. Look at all the soft runners around him. Jesus.
Yeah, everyone below him.
Yeah,
everyone below him.
He's got his work cut out for him.
Well, Dino Bozza, obviously 4 laps, 3 lap old tyres for them, but most of the guys below him all on fresh softs. I mean, they're not going to have too much time to do it. I think the safety car will be in the end of this lap, so we'll have, what, 2-lap dash.
2-lap dash, no DRS, mate, no DRS. So this will be a all about exits here, all about straight line speed. They will not have the benefit of the DRS zone. Of course, there will be no DRS zone for the remaining of the Grand Prix. As, well, we get ready to go green, of course. The boys will let the safety car go once they get a bit closer to the end of the lap. And, well, 2-5 will see if he can catch Chasey Dane napping.
Yep, indeed. I think this is going to be absolute madness for a couple of laps here. I think we're going to get caught out here.
Well,
unfortunately,
I'm just paying a bit of attention. Sorry there, Housey. But Xerxes makes a point, but Chasey ain't like that. He's saying, Chasey, do a solid and hold up the pack for your old teammate. Of course, yes, Chasey and 2-5 were teammates last season. And Xerxes being a Cadbury driver, there's a bit of cheekiness about that one there, Xerxes.
well, rooting for his teammate in 2-5.
He's rooting for his teammate and he wants Chasey to hold up the pack. Of course. But he also had to throw in that old teammate, didn't he? So Xerxes mischievous, as he always is. But yes, under safety car, this will be it. They're going to go green at the end of this one. And, well, let's just see. There you go. There is from race control. Safety car in at the end of this lap as they will back the pack right up, and rightly so, because, well, the safety car needs to be beyond that safety line. The pit lane line, and well, you cannot overtake, you cannot go past the safety car. Once it's got to that point, it's all good and proper, but up until that point, that's why you've just got to let it go, and especially like at a track like this one, where the pit lane entry is very, very narrow, it is, to your own detriment if you start to hug it, and, well, 2-5 doing the right thing by himself, and probably by the grid, by letting that safety car go. And there you go, he's gone. He's gone. 2-5's gone. And what a restart. What a restart from 2-5. 7/10 of a second, House. 1 second, he's broken it. He's broken the DRS. He has got out. Well, there was going to be none anyway. But there you go. 1.1 seconds from 2-5. Stellar job as Fury's trying to look on the inside of Chasey Dane. Oh, he's got his teammate Abeezy around the outside. Oh, a bit of wheel banging. Have a look at this, Housey.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm on board with Footy Bender, getting it from behind. Dino is going side by side.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Ended in carnage.
No! Oh, Beansy! Oh, well, they went side by side through Eau Rouge up Radion. And I said in the server that was going to end in tears. And, well, ambition got the better of him there. More ambition than skill in that one there. No one can go through Eau Rouge Radion on the game side by side. You're not real F1 drivers. Jesus. And I love these boys. But that was a ballsy move from Beansy. And, well, there you go. He's going to hurt. He's going to hurt because he's now out of this Grand Prix, our championship leader.
Well.
I'll tell you who this helps. 2-5, Bozza, and Fury all chasing him down. And there you go. Absolutely, Benjamin. Absolutely. But, well, there you go. We've still got 2 laps remaining. Well, 1.5-ish.
Yeah,
and, well, it ain't over yet because Fury is trying to catch 2-5. And, well, 2-5 leading this one. The driver of the day vote has gone out and has been tied between 2-5 and Chasey Dane. We don't do ties here. We do on a rare occasion. But we will decide that one in the comm box after the Grand Prix there, Housey.
We will. We'll have that discussion. But let's get this one done first. That conversation can wait. Fury closed right on the back of 2-5 here. Fury, I think, might get this one done on the track, but let me just double check. It is 3 seconds, wasn't it, for Fury? It was, yeah. So he's not gonna pull out 3 seconds in a lap. I don't believe so. Fury might get this one on the track here down the Camel Straight. Yeah, 2-5's not going to defend it, but once again, kind of stalls out here.
He does. Fury, 2-5. He's not going to go late under brakes because you're going to touch the curb. Well, that is ballsy from Fury, but he should have the drive on that soft compound. And there you go, up into P1.
He's gone. Footy Bender's got it wrong. Sorry.
All 2-5 needs to do, though, Housey. Sorry, mate. Oh, Fury's in the wall! Fury's in the wall! What's he doing? Oh, he got it all wrong! And there you go. 2-5 takes the lead. And, well, there you go. 2-5's going to win this one. Fury will have front end damage.
What, Dino's going to do Fury here. Dino's been closing and he's been watching this thinking, what are you doing, chaps? I'm coming. So well, Dino is right there now. It's a three-way battle for the lead on the track. 2-5 still looking pretty with no pens though. Bozza looking good as well in P4 here. Bozza's going to end up picking up
just
P2.
He's just got to keep his nose clean. Hang on to the back. Don't do nothing stupid, Bozza. And pick up the remaining pieces.
Oh, Dino on Fury. Oh, that was close. That was close.
Look how close they are, Housey. Bloody hell. Yep. And Dino's going to try send it under braking. He's going to try send it under braking. He's gone deep. Oh, he's hanging on. Make the inside for the last corner. And there you go. You should have that job done there, Housey.
Yeah, Fury not giving it up, but unfortunately...
Oh, DRS for the last lap! Oh, DRS for the last lap!
This
what
could
the
work
hell?
For Fury. Could work for Fury here. Bozza up the inside of Fury now. Bozza, whoa, be careful, son. Bozza got Fury, so Fury's lost 2 places there. Suicide's got this in the bag. Sorry, Suicide, 2-5. Dino's going to maybe have a good run on him here. I think he is. Don't fight him 2-5, just let him go, son.
Stay within that 3 seconds, mate, and this win is as good as yours there, mate. Don't do nothing stupid and bring it home, because that's what it's all about. Bozza's the same. That'll be 1 and 2. And, well, Bozza, if I know Bozza, he will throw it up the inside. And, well, let's just hope he makes it stick. But, come on, Dino is what Nat Hammer's saying. And, well, Dino ain't going to win this one, Nat Hammer. He has time penalties. He might cross the line first. But there you go. 2-5 should take the honours here, mate. Dino will not...
No, Bozza's got no penalty free as well, so it's between Bozza and 2-5. Last corner, I reckon. Because Bozza's right there. He's right over the back of 2-5. Honestly, he is. So they're still having this battle, and obviously Bozza's a soft tyre on. 2-5's still got that medium on, so... Can he get a good run here, Bozza? Let's forget about Dino. Dino's going to take it on track, but going to lose out with penalties. Bozza's got a great run on 2-5 here. 2-5 needs to go defensive.
He's just got to make his car wide. He's just got to make his car... Oh, no, Bozza! Bozza.
Oh, now 2-5 and Fury. Oh, 2-5 nearly taking a few of the others out there.
I knew it too there, Zerks. I absolutely knew it. I knew it too, mate. But anyway, that's all for the stewards, and we'll sort that one out. But there you go, Bozza. Bozza. Naughty.
I don't know. I'm going to defend Bozza there, in all fairness. I don't think he's done a lot wrong, personally.
Car behind?
I don't. Yeah, car behind, but 2-5 was battling to try and shut him out. I think, in all fairness, that's on. Unfortunately, as harsh as it's going to sound, I think that's the risk you get.
Yeah, me too.
If you try to be a bit defensive, in all fairness, 2-5 was rightly so in doing it. I mean, we'd probably all have done the same, but I think that's just unfortunate. I think. I mean, again, we're not stewards. We'll leave it to the stewards panel.
Yeah, we'll leave it for the stewards. Black Moon gets the driver of the day by the game. But we will decide that one in the commentary box. But there you go, Housey.
What a race.
So there you go.
What a race.
There you go. Bozza holds the trophies up and sprays that champagne. It's okay, Ty Star. All good, mate. All good. It was a great race. It was a tough race. And there you go. Bozza took this one out. Dino gets the fastest lap with a 1 minute 44.432 as we'll wait for this to all roll through for the stewards, of course. And so they can do their lovely, lovely job that they do week in, week out. And there you go. So let this one roll over. We're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We're going to get the drivers in for an interview. And yeah, we will be with you very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. And yes, we have got the drivers in. I'm going to hand the reins to the man himself, Mr. Housey. He's going to take care of this one for all of you lovely people at home and ask the infamous questions. So I will just bow out of this one. But yes, Housey, take it away, mate.
Okay, right, so here we go then. We will start off with our third place driver today. And that position will go to none other than Black Moon. So, Black Moon, can you hear us loud and clear, buddy?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Great stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start off this one just by tipping my hat to you, son, because 20th, no laps in qualifying, so no practice, no sight of track, and you've... Alright, there was some mess in front of you, I'll give it that one, but you've done a fantastic job all race. You've ended up coming home P3. Yes, there might have been a bit of luck in that, but congratulations, man. That is a drive and a half. So give us a little bit of a lowdown on the early stages of your race there, and maybe the reason why you missed the lap in qualifying. And we'll get on to another question I want to ask you in a minute.
Yeah, well, I've got other engagements just before we start usually, and unfortunately it went on for a little bit longer, so I was unfortunately late. I can usually get a lap and a half in qualifying, and unfortunately totally missed it, so couldn't get a lap in. And it is my favorite track, and so I was pretty annoyed at that. And but I was like, all right, whatever. We'll take it from the back, and we'll see how it goes. and I just watched the carnage happen around me. I guess just sailed through. That safety car was a little bit annoying. Bad timing on the medium tire. I switched to the softs, and I was hoping for a late safety car, which happened. And yeah, I just continued to just keep it clean with the carnage around me.
Yep. Well, I do have to ask you then, that final pit stop, your heart must have been in your mouth because our hearts were in our mouth.
About that. I pretty much shat myself when that happened.
Yeah, sorry to bring it up and highlight it, but yeah, it was a moment there.
Oh
we
my
thought,
god, yeah.
all the hard work's going to be completely undone if you take off that wing, but luckily for you, you just managed to keep it out the wall. Lost a couple of places, but obviously now sitting here looking at it, not to worry about it because you've still come away with P3, and for a Pot 4 driver, mate, I tell you what, absolutely impressive stuff. A real good race. You should be very proud, and very unlucky not to probably get driver of the day, in my opinion.
That's all right. Yeah, I think 2-5 he did get driver of the day, right?
Yes, he is.
Well, I'm sure. I think he deserved that. Like he was.
I mean, it was a close call, to be honest with you, between 2-5, Chasey Dane, and yourself. Obviously, yourself and Chasey being Pot 4. 2-5 had a decent race, so it could have gone either way. But it could have been yours on another day. So again, great race, buddy, and we'll see you next week where we'll do it all again. All right, buddy. Take care. Thank you. Cheers. Right, ladies and gentlemen, then we will move on to our second place driver. That is the reserve of Dino. So Dino taking second place from 12th on the grid. So again, up 10 places. Good job from Dino. Some fantastic pace in that race. Ends up taking the fastest lap as well with a 1:44.432. So Dino, can you give us a bit of an insight on your race there, buddy? Congratulations on your P2.
It is. Well, for starters, I didn't even realise I finished the race with the fastest lap still, so that's a bonus. Qualifying didn't really go my way. Yeah, spun out on my final lap in Q2, and that was about it. Then, I don't know what happened at the start of lap 1, but got 5 seconds, and I just stuck it out until I had to pit at lap 13, I think I went in. And then, it was just lucky the safety car come back out at the end to catch me back up.
Yeah, obviously working for you. The safety car then obviously can go either way, but for you, worked in your favour. Just a shame about that 3 second penalty that you had, because if you didn't have it, that would have been P1 for you today. So are you happy at P2, or are you miffed that it wasn't P1?
No, I am happy. I mean, I was looking at the times on the leaderboard coming around that last straight, and I was seeing some chaos going on behind me. So I had a feeling I might have been able to get away with saving a couple of places, but no, not at all. I didn't think I'd stick with P2.
Well, it's an excellent effort from yourself, and some great racing in there today from yourself. Obviously, second time we've seen you in this one, so we hope to see you again. Obviously,
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything
to be here for sure. So congratulations on taking your P2 mate and the fastest lap. Congratulations on that one, and we will see you again sometime in the future, I am sure.
Thank you very much. You certainly will.
Okay, take care, buddy. We'll see you later. So, we'll move on then, ladies and gentlemen, to our race winner. Certainly on track. There will be a steward's report, I'm sure, going for many incidents in this one, but certainly that last lap incident between Bozza and 2-5. But Bozza coming away with this one. P8 on the grid to P1. Bozza, congratulations on taking your win there, mate. We'll see what happens, obviously, in the days coming in the week. See whether you manage to keep that one or not. That is out of all of our hands at the moment, so we can't speculate for the moment. We'll say congratulations on P1.
Yeah, look, to take a win on track, it's great and all, but when you've got that looming, sort of that gut feeling of a looming penalty coming, it makes it turn a bit sour. But like that aside, like to get my first win like on track, it feels fantastic. Like I honestly didn't think I was going to be where I was at the end after lap 1. No, obviously losing my front wing on the back of Kiwi, and having to box and end up being about half a lap behind everyone. So to be able to come away with the win after that from lap 1, it's I'm speechless about that. But yeah, messed up my last run in qualifying, so I started a bit further down than I would have liked as well. So
Yeah, I did notice that one on the stream. But yeah, obviously, safety cars in that one. And again, what you're saying there in terms of being down and then all the way back up, that just goes to show that anything can happen in racing. So you've got to stick at it because you never know what's going to happen. And credit to yourself for doing that, keeping at it. And you've come away with a win before the steward's office, at least, obviously. So congratulations to you on taking that one out. And yeah, like I say, a bit of shame. I know what you're saying about this deflated feeling because obviously your first win here, you want it to be in 100% clean fashion, and it might still go that way. So we'll just see what happens in the week. But nevertheless, in all fairness, up until that point, some great driving from yourself again. And we'll see what happens in the steward's office later in the week. But congratulations for now, Bozza, and good race, buddy. And we will see you again next week.
cheers, Howsy, and well done to everyone else that finished that race as well. Belgium's a tough track to finish the race, and because it's got so many auto spin curbs. So well done to absolutely everyone that finished, and unlucky to those who didn't. And also well done to those podium getters as well. Really strong performance out there from those guys.
Yeah, well, said it well there, Bozza. So well done on that one at least. And yeah, we'll see what happens, as I said. But we'll move on then. Unfortunately, our driver of the day, me and Skate, we have decided to go for 2-5. It was a level tie between 2-5 and Mr. Chasey Dane. Now, it could have gone any way, as I was saying to Black Moon there. I mean, I thought Black Moon was well deserved a shout as well, to be honest with you. So, Black Moon 2-5 and Chasey, absolutely stellar job by you all. Obviously, as I said earlier, crazy Chasey and Black Moon both being pot 4 drivers, so possibly deserved it. Chasey was 9th on the grid, was right up there until I think him and Beansy had a little altercation with a few laps to go. So Chasey unfortunately finished 11th in the end. 2-5 after that last incident, coming across the line in P5 in the end. But we have gone with 2-5, done a stellar race up until that point. Let's not say, not taking anything away from Chasey himself or Black Moon, but the driver of the day will go to 2-5, who has actually turned up now. So 2-5. Congratulations, buddy. If you wanna speak your piece, you can do. You've taken the driver of the day, voted by obviously Twitch and myself and Skate. Brilliant race, to be honest with you, buddy. Very hard luck in the end there. I know frustration is probably right up at 100% at the moment, but just try and give us a little bit of an insight on that race, on your point of view, lad.
Oh yeah. Thanks, boys. I actually didn't even know I got driver of the day. I just had a look at the votes just then. But yeah, it was a good race. It really was. Unfortunate on the last lap, but it is racing, and just a bit of frustration at the end there, and
Yep.
But other than that, nothing to take away from Bozo. It was awesome drive for himself, and to come back, I was keeping track of his lap times on those last couple of laps because I knew he didn't have a penalty. I was trying to save as much ERS as I could, but in the end, it just didn't. That's racing, I guess. Just didn't end up my way, and we'll try again next week.
Well, it's a good attitude to have, buddy, and it's much better to have that attitude, I think, personally, than to stay enraged about something or to try and lay blame live on air or at all those points, again.
Yeah, definitely
So,
not. Definitely.
Congratulations to you, buddy. I mean, it was a fantastic drive. Really unlucky not to take that win there. And it would have been, obviously, Boz has taken it a pot 2 rival for you, but with Tabbed and Beansy out of the situation, that would have been a real solid win for yourself there. So very, very unlucky. But look, as you said, we move on. It is racing. We'll let the stewards do their jobs in the background, and whatever happens will happen from it. We'll take it on the chin, both of you, both yourself and Bozza, whichever way it goes. Take it on the chin because you're both good drivers, and there's plenty of rounds to go. So there's still plenty more racing left to come.
Yeah, no, thanks. I appreciate it, guys, and thanks for the race today.
Yeah, no worries, 2-5. We'll see you next week, buddy. Take care. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is us wrapped up then for the driver interviews. Look here, just again, I think I'll give a little bit of a mention out to Blue Dog, who managed to come across the line there in all that confusion at the end. Come across the line in 4th, started for 16th on the grid, so great job from Blue Dog. And then, if it wasn't for 2-5, the next guy along was his proverbial wife in Brad Tay. So those two boys again, virtually inseparable. Good job from both of those two, obviously. Yeah, congratulations to all our boys that finished, as Bozza had said earlier, and hard luck for all those guys that did DNF. As Bozza said, you know, a bit of a tricky track at points. So, unfortunately, accidents can happen, and often do in terms of En Rouge and Radion and En Rouge area of the track. So, congratulations on those boys. Everybody that finished the race, unlucky for everyone that didn't. Congratulations to all our podium drivers and our driver of the day. So that has been us at Formula 4 for round 8 of the Australian side at Belgium here today. Don't forget, you can catch myself and my co-commentator, Simi Skate, again later on, 8 o'clock GMT for the Euro side. That's British time, obviously. And I think that is, let me work this out, it is 7 AM for you guys in Australia, anyone tuning in. So if you want to tune in, I highly recommend it, because that one is going to be a fantastic race. I'm sure of it. Normally provides us with some great racing, as does this. So both sides of the division doing great jobs, worth watching for certainly both of them. But I think unless Skate wants to jump in and say anything else, I think I've covered it, but we will leave it at that one for now. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, for being here with us. Hope you enjoyed the race. From myself, hello there Housey, aka the Housey, and my co-commentator Simi Skate, it is done and won, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll catch you all soon. Stay safe, everybody. Goodbye.